Okay, so it's getting back Christmas time, and I'm wanting to make some baits to do as little giveaways, little presents. So I'm using very inexpensive items, stuff that I mostly got from the Dollar Tree or found online cheap from Amazon or got really cheap from Walmart. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is take these, the 60 Aberdeen hooks. We need to take these and turn them into our automatic flip hooks. If you've not seen that video, you need to watch it. So we'll do that now. The automatic flip hook itself is not that hard to do. Just take you a pair of needle nose pliers, get it real good where the tip of the hook is, bend it back about 90 degrees. And if it's not straight, don't worry, you can straighten it out later, but I like to keep it as straight as possible. And then with this Aberdeen hook, you see where it's 90 degrees back. Now we're going to bend this forward middle ways about 45 degrees. So get it about middle ways, come up about 45 degrees. So about right, I would say. Now we'll take this tip and bend it in a little bit. I would say about 20 degrees. And that produces your hook. That's about right. Perfect. So it's a weird shape. Very weird shape. You can come in a little bit more if you want to. You could make it a little deeper if you want to. I'll sometimes go a little bit deeper like that. And the reason why is so that you got just a little bit of, there you go. So when you're pulling, you'll actually grab on and it'll flip over. And so basically what you're doing with this hook, and it's not laying straight now, so I'm going to take it and straighten it up. But what you're doing with this hook is essentially you're making a action similar to a circle hook without doing a circle hook. It's not a true turn hook because you don't have a cam system. True turn uses a cam system in their bending. There is no cam action here. This is an old style hook, and it's not like a circle hook. It's not like a true turn. It's its own mechanism, but it is perfect for small panfish and stuff, because I tell people use this hook only when there is not a size of circle hook available for that size hook. So this is size 4 Aberdeen, and for a size 4 Aberdeen you're not going to find any type of circle hook real easily at that size. But you can have something with a similar circle hook action that self-hooks. That's what I'm talking about, self-hooking action. So you don't pull, you let the fish hook itself. And if you've watched my fishing videos, like the one where I went to the Porch tribe of Creek Indians, little low channel, not a bad one, he'll cook. Alright guys, got another one on, so fix and reel him in. A little catfish, I'm sure. Back here. Yep, another little catfish. A little bit bigger. We'll get a nice little stringer and we'll have us a little fish fry later on. It's over in Atmore, Alabama, and I was fishing for catfish. This right here is what I was catching the catfish on. I was using a flip hook, an Aberdeen flip hook, and it was doing fine catching catfish left and right. In fact, I've used this a number of times to catch catfish on. I don't recommend it, but I have done it. So I'm going to be here, I'm going to get all these hooks done. Okay, so I said 90 degrees, but actually you want to go back like 80 degrees, 85 degrees, not quite a full 90. Alright, so I'm just showing you that again, so you can see how that kind of is not a full 90, but it's almost, it will work at a 90. And then I like to go about halfway and go a little bit you want to leave enough room to snell. So you want to use a snell knot on this. And on this one, I'm going again about 45 degrees. And then, and what you want to do is have it where it kind of wants to go down a little heavy and go down. So that is, and the snell knot will be here. And then when you pull, that turns that hook and makes that hook. So when a fish has something in its mouth and it starts swimming away or whatever, it actually hooks itself. So just something I wanted to bring up. Alright, so out of all these right here, I only had 3 that were bad, so my math is right. 3 out of 60 is 5%, so not bad. Now, anybody that's worried about the quality of the hooks, this is Eagle Claw. Eagle Claw makes these. I find that these are a little bit harder and better, and I get less breakage than the Eagle Claw that you find hanging up on the shelves. That's the reason why I like to use these. So what I did is these are 4 inches long. This is chenille, so I got pink, mocha or coffee, I can't remember what it was. This right here is what they call oyster. That is mint. And I've got them all set out here, 3 piles of 6 each color. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and heat the ends like this, and that just kind of makes it, notice it kind of looks wormish like. Exactly. So I'm going to do that with all these, and then I will be back in just a minute. Alright, in case you want to know, the yarn came from Dollar Tree. Same thing, these markers. So $1.25. Get different colors. These are permanent markers. That's the thing about it. It's got to be permanent markers. I'm using a bullet tip marker. It's a lot easier to work with. So what we're going to do is try and mark these up, and I've got some extras just to play with. So we'll be right back and do that. Alright, so you can take these markers and color them up any way you want to. Problem is they take forever to dry and they are messy. I don't think it adds much to it, otherwise I would do them all this way, but it takes a lot of time to do them, and I really don't think it's adding any benefit. But if you wanted to do it yourself, I wanted to provide these as options. Alright, so I just took some yellow and green there and did that one. I did this kind of like candy corn, just simple brown there. And I did some little bit of red and brown there. You can kind of see what it is. So if you wanted to maybe just put some yellow on there and tip it, that's something you could definitely do. But I didn't see any benefit of going through all this. Plus my hands are all messed up now. Messy. I don't like having different colors and stuff on my hands. But at any rate, let's get started now. This is a black light. Do not look into the black light. Alright. So this is some UV resin, very cheap resin, cheapest resin I found on Amazon, or actually I think I might have got this off Temu. So we're going to take some of these hooks here and take one of these and say, alright, it's going to be right there, where it's going to go. Take our resin. It's very sticky. This resin is extremely sticky. There's different qualities of resin. I would say get the best resin that you can afford. When I was buying this, I was just trying to see what I thought about it. So be very careful. There's different thicknesses as well. I would go with the thickest resin that you can get. Like that right there, I accidentally got on the hook. I didn't want it on the hook. I would like to have, here, let's do this. I'll apply this. Now that's hardened, I can apply some of this, put this on there. Main thing is you want to make sure you have that resin all the way around your hook, because it'll get into the fibers of the yarn and hold in that way. But you also need to have, see, now it's hooked in good. You want to make sure that's really in good. You can then come back, put a dollop right there just to make sure. Use your resin. Got a good lamp, shouldn't take but just a few seconds. I don't have a good lamp, taking a little longer. That's hard to touch, it's already dry. Alright, now when you bounce that around, fish see that, looks like a worm. Do another one. Go around it. Get you hooked nice. Oops. Remember, don't look into the UV light. Don't look into the UV light. See what it did in my fingers? The permanent ink. So neat, play with. Oops. Got some resin right there too. Didn't want that. There, and then that'll be nice and hard. Alright, now this stuff will go everywhere very quickly if you're not careful. So just be careful. Lay it right here on it. Come back here with a little bit more. There we go. So we'll continue this on, and I'll see you in a little bit. So what I've been doing is I've just been taking a little bit of my glue and putting on there, and a better way I found over time, just doing it, just letting it soak on this this parchment paper that I got laid down, and then I just take my hook and put it on a black light, and there you go. One of the issues I have also found is that besides my light running out of battery power to do so many of these, is that I was shorted 15 hooks. So 20 count evidently wasn't a true 20 count with these hooks, and so I'm actually 15 hooks short. So I've got to make some more. Luckily I have some more on hand. I shouldn't be that hard to rustle up 15 more hooks, but that is a bummer when you expect to get something and they can't count the number of hooks that they gave you accurately. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Just take this, put some glue down on the yarn, and then I've just been wrapping them around now. And then with this parchment paper, you're not hurting anything. And you can just zap it and it'll come right off parchment paper, which is pretty cool. Alright gang, so this is what I did is I got some more hooks. So roughly about 5 hooks for every packet of these was missing. It's supposed to be 20 hooks and I got 15. I went to the store to get some more, and there was some I didn't even see 15 in there. These are both made by the same company and are essentially the same thing. However, this costs way more. It's hard to get, this is an older pack, it's hard to find the 100 count, but I'm kind of wondering now if you can even get 100 there. But either way, I got all these done. I made some extras here. These are the size 4s, so I did some extras just in case the people that I'm sending this to want to just use the hooks. And then I went ahead and I got these size 8s. I wanted some size 10s. I couldn't find size 10s, but these are size 8s, and so that will give them an option of having either something a little bit bigger for like maybe crappie, things of that nature, versus something like brim. That's my thought on this. Sorry about that. Finally got some batteries. Took Amazon a week to get me my order. I had to cancel it and reorder the batteries to get the batteries I needed. Ridiculous. But anyway, got all this bent up, got all that done. I'll come right back. I'll show you the finished tackle boxes and what we're going to be using for a tackle box. I'll let you know right now. This came from Walmart. It's everythingmary.com. They're not sponsored, just I don't know how good of a brand they are, but this is just a jewelry box. It's a 10 space storage box, and I find that the jewelry boxes work just well. So I'm going to unwrap this. It has a little plastic top where it snaps, and we can put these in there, and I've got 3 of these boxes going to be sent out to 3 different people, 3 different content creators, and I'll show you them when they're done. Alrighty, so here are the 3 cases that I've done. So what I did is I actually made up some more. You can see all the little indentations on my finger. That smaller wire really hurts the fingers a lot, but I made up enough so that each one of the size 8s has 10 hooks, because that's what I tend to go through, and I figured that's what most of the ones I'm sending this to. You may or may not see it on their channel. I don't expect it. I just send it as a gift. But if you do see it on the channel, you know where it came from. What I would recommend with these is that you use some McCormick's anise extract, and I'll show you that. So I am not sponsored by McCormick's, but McCormick's is the only company I've found that makes anise extract. Some people say anise. You can say it either way, but this right here is the 2-ounce bottle, and I have used this. My friends that have used this refer to it as a secret sauce. And so this anise, if you'll notice, the seeds are different that they're depicting. It's not the star anise. They make one that is smaller, and it's a star anise. I don't know if the star anise would work, but this type of anise right here, which is a different species actually, that this type will actually bring in fish. And if you'll notice, it is alcohol, water, and oil of anise. So it is not just anise oil, and you need that water and alcohol to kind of break up those little oil molecules. Problem is that this right here is a fantastic solvent. I have melted those styrofoam floats. I've melted so many I can't even count. And it takes the paint off of jig heads. It does all sorts of stuff. That's the reason for this. What I would recommend is whoever gets this gift pack, they take individual containers and put the different colors in individual containers and buy a bottle of anise extracts, like $5, $6 at Walmart. Everybody can get it. Walmart's the only place I found that carries this. And just put it in a plastic container with a good lid and let it soak for 1 week, and then take it out fishing. And that's your little extra secret sauce that will attract fish. It's something I use. It allows me to catch more fish, allows me to catch bigger fish, get activity when I normally can't get any activity. This is what I like to soak chicken with when I'm catfishing. I'll let it soak for about a week in a refrigerator, and then I'll take those pieces, and when I catch catfish or whatever, it's normally on anise. When I don't do it, that's normally when I come back with nothing. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. All that really does help out the channel. Moreover, if you will, please, if you're watching on YouTube, hit hype, because that really does help out the channel. It helps us to grow. It's a new feature. With that said, I'll see y'all again next time. Bye.